Hey guys, Bree here with another car talk encouragement for today. And so, as I was sitting with the Lord today, He brought the word tarrying to me. And originally, I thought tarrying meant to keep hoping for, keep waiting for, keep searching for something, right? But tarrying actually means to delay in a place for an appointed time or a destined event, right? It means to linger in a place or a position until something comes to pass, right? And I was talking to the Lord because I'm like, that made a lot of sense. And for those who, kind of follow Christ, a lot of the times we know that it's not always going to be comfortable. That's the kind of the name of the game for a season. Not forever, right? But for a season. We look at Job, we look at David, who was on the run for his life from Saul for forever until he was appointed king. We look at Hannah, we look at, Penina, we look at Ruth, all these people, right? They had a season of tarrying, of waiting in an uncomfortable position for that destined appointment. We look at Esther, before she was moved into the palace. And so when He brought tarrying to me, it made a lot of sense. And I just wanted to bring a word of encouragement too, because, throughout my journey with Christ, I found that tarrying for me has always been uncomfortable, because for me, it feels like the delay is going to last forever. And especially if you're waiting on an appointed time. So it doesn't matter, if you're like, Lord, I've been tarrying for 2 years, 10 years, whatever the tarrying is. But if that appointed time is set for when Bria is 40, or that appointed time is set for, when I have my 4th child, or whatever that appointed time it has been set in heaven, then I'm just going to have to keep tarrying. You just got to keep tarrying. It doesn't matter how you feel or, what you're doing. The Lord will provide comfort. That's why I tell you to ask the Lord for a hug. But you will not be moved until that appointment comes, until that meeting, that convergence of sorts happens for your destined time, right? And so I guess my encouragement after all of that in the waiting is to know that it's not going to last forever. If the Lord has you tarrying, that means that time is coming, right? And if you've been tarrying for a long time, you're much closer to that thing than you are away from that thing. And so when I was sitting with him the other morning, he showed me a rubber band. And in showing me a rubber band, he was showing me a stretching rubber band. And it made me think of, when you get a new pack of hair scrunchies from Walmart or whatever, you can wear it a couple times and it'll snap and you're so frustrated, right? But you get that really old rubber band that's been time tested. And that thing can look banged up, it can be dirty, but that thing will not break. And you can always depend on that rubber band. So just think about yourself as a rubber band that has been time tested through all the tarrying, through all the delays, through all the waiting. When that time finally comes, your strength is going to be crazy. And if you're still standing today, your strength is already crazy. So that is my encouragement for you today, to keep standing. You're a rubber band that's never going to snap. And although you might be a little bruised right now, it's not going to last forever. We're going to wash that thing up and you are going to make it. So I love you, and I'll talk to you later.